Who's the more entitled fan base?
You.
No way.
You.
How?
You haven't won a title for 23 years and you give it a big and every day.
What do you mean? Do you see our history? Do you see our rank? Do you see our trophy cabinet? That's where our entitlement comes from.
You haven't won a league for 23 years and you walk about telling us you're like the biggest club in London.
We haven't won the league for 23 years. Your era is 15 years.
SPORTbible and Domino's got fans from the rest of the Premier League to take a survey about Arsenal and Chelsea, and you've got to argue it out and decide which of your clubs was the top answer.
Bias aside, we have to predict what every other football fan thinks.
Not what you think.
We asked the rest of the league, which club do you think has the most annoying fans on social media?
Over to you, sir. Let's see if you are the man. You said that you're going to be all you can be today. Let's see if you are that.
Annoying is one word you could use, but you know, we are the biggest club in London. You know, so
you got more annoying fans.
It comes with the territory.
No, it doesn't.
Of course it does.
No, Man United have more fans than you, but they're not as annoying.
They are annoying as well.
Not as annoying.
You've never had a rivalry with them
to
believe they're annoying.
You are in a league of your own.
Potentially.
An annoying fan. Like, nobody comes close. You know, if there was an award for the most annoying fans in the world, it is undoubtedly.
In the world? No.
In the world.
Not even, this ain't Arsenal,
not
Chelsea,
in England,
this
not
is
in
Arsenal,
London.
the world.
Yeah, in the world. The most annoying fans in the world. Like, you have won this. So if this is a conversation between Arsenal and Chelsea, like, everything about Arsenal fans is annoying.
Yeah, I mean, okay, annoying. I'm gonna tend to. If it was disgusting, then Chelsea would probably. So the word in here is important. So annoying, I get it. We've got numbers in abundance online, and we've gone through 20 years of not winning stuff. So our fans are on tender hooks each and every season, each and every month.
This is Arsenal, right?
You know what? I said bias aside.
It's
so
definitely Arsenal.
I'm gonna agree.
And let's just
because
try.
It's them voting, and I know the perception of Arsenal fans over the years, so it's really about percentages now.
This is a landslide. This is 88%.
88?
88% in favour of Arsenal fans being more annoying than Chelsea.
Honestly, I'm going to go 58.
88, mate.
I'm going 58%.
88, mate. As Arsenal fans would say, like Martinelli.
What Chelsea fans say.
Yeah, Martinelli, man.
We asked the rest of the league, which club do you think has the most annoying fans on social media? And 63% said Arsenal.
There you go,
closer to you.
58%. You went mad, 88%.
I'm honestly amazed. I thought it could be, very few things are like totally binary. I thought this could be 100% Arsenal.
We asked the rest of the league, which club do you think is more entitled?
Nah, I've already said it, it's you.
No.
It's you.
But our entitlement, the word entitled suggests that it's not founded upon something.
You believe you deserve something. That's what I take from that.
No, but entitled means that we think we should be at the top table. We think we should be winning trophies, and the reason that we think that is because we've been conditioned over the last 30 years.
We both think that.
No, but you have no right to think that. Why do you believe that you deserve to win a league title when you haven't won one for 23 years?
List the biggest clubs in
you're a huge club.
English football.
That's not.
Well, that's one reason they're already.
But there are some very big clubs who aren't particularly entitled, and there are some very small clubs that are really entitled.
We are top 3 biggest clubs in this country. We are top 3 most successful clubs in this country. Those two facts alone mean that a certain level of entitlement comes with it. You're not entitled to win because there's only one league, there's only one Champions League, one FA, etc. And there's 4 or 5 teams that are built to win and have the history that, you know, they could argue here, this is why we believe we should win. But Arsenal are well and truly there, above Chelsea. Your era, this is where the era comes into play. Ours has been built off generations. This is why I mentioned 100 years. We are built off of a 100-year history that includes multiple eras that when we sit here now 20 years off a Premier League title, it's embarrassing, it's shameful. We look at the ownership, frustration, anger, toxicity towards the end of Wenger. But you can understand all that considering who Arsenal are, what Arsenal are. Chelsea, before and after Roman, pretty similar.
But we're not entitled now. Because we're in a dominant era. It's a dominant Chelsea era. Very recently we won the league. Very recently we won a European Cup. So we're not entitled. In terms of entitlement, I don't think we're entitled. We're just used to success. There is an entire generation of Arsenal fans that know nothing of success, and yet you still have this entitlement that you should be something else.
Because of who we are, what we are.
But this is the same logic as Tottenham fans.
No, how can it be?
Because Tottenham fans, they will tell you about they were the first team to win the double. When the year ends in 1, we won more FA Cups than anyone up until a certain period. It's based on nothing. It's smoke and mirrors. It is Chelsea, right?
It is Chelsea.
It is Chelsea.
But the online stuff could sway it to Arsenal.
It is Chelsea, but it's 58%.
I'm going to go Chelsea, 52%.
We asked the rest of the league, which club do you think is more entitled? And 53% said Arsenal.
Both got it wrong.
Oh, got it for Arsenal. Oh, God, I thought it was a given.
53% said Arsenal.
See, it is. It's
The
because of the
online
lack.
fan
It's
base.
because of the lack of success.
We asked the rest of the league, which team would you rather see win a trophy?
Mate, I know the answer to this.
Okay,
I know the answer.
Let me hear it.
We're thinking about what other people think. And I know the answer, right? Because we've won a lot of trophies. It's more palatable. You know, when you've kept a team away from winning a trophy for such a long time, you want to keep them away from winning it. So, for example, you know when Liverpool hadn't won a league for 30 years,
Yep.
you didn't want them to win it. But then they win it once and you're like, I kind of want them to win it
Kinda
now
romantic
over other
though,
clubs.
no?
Yeah, but there's something great about... Look, if Arsenal win the league this year, the part of the reason I don't want Arsenal to win it is because we've kept them away from it for such a long time. I think a lot of people think like that. Like, if you win it this year and then you win it in 2 years, I'll be able to make my peace with that. We're keeping you away from it. I think people think like that. Everybody knows that we...
What
like,
about
very
the-
recently, we won a European Cup.
Let's look at the voters and try break them down a little. There's going to be football purists amongst those voters, and I think 10 out of 10 football purists pick Arsenal to win. It's romantic. They haven't won in a long time. They've done it the right way in comparison to the oligarch teams. And
I think you often say this, but your belief that the purists prefer Arsenal, I don't think it's quite as
Over
true as you
Chelsea.
think it is. I don't think it's quite as true. I think that Arsenal, look, I do get what you're suggesting. You're suggesting that the marble halls, the history of the club, Herbert Chapman, that's what you're you're tapping into though. You're tapping into
suggesting
the purists
Yeah,
that understand what Arsenal are supposed to represent.
Exactly,
What
yeah.
are the purists now, they don't see that side of Arsenal. Arsenal they're the first big YouTube club. They are a club that have had scandal. They aren't quite the purist's choice anymore.
yeah, any scandals at Chelsea? Or?
No, loads. But we don't try and position ourselves as a club that doesn't.
Oh.
Like you want to talk about Abramovich, I never talk about Uzmanov. You know, like, because I'm a classy guy.
Yeah.
And I rise above it. I rise above it, whereas you're in the bear pit.
I want
I
that.
don't go there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I rise above it all. And I think that is a representation of the clubs.
I want to hear this percentage when it comes. Listen, this one for me is Arsenal.
I'm going to say that people would rather see Chelsea win it, but it's very little in it. Margin of 5%. Chelsea, 53%.
I'm going to go Arsenal, and I'm going to go 65%.
We asked the rest of the league, which team would you rather see win a trophy? And 52% said Arsenal.
I mean, we're there. We won it.
It's 52%.
It's close.
Gosh, so
Well,
tight.
It's close.
We asked the rest of the league, which club do you respect the most?
Okay, this is quite a simple one. The rest of the league will say Arsenal,
Nice.
but the point of contention, the majority of Premier League fans will have more respect for Arsenal, but I don't think it's going to be anywhere close to the majority that you're going to say it is.
Why?
I think that because I know you well, and I know that you tap into the spirit of the club, the legacy of the club,
Yeah.
and I just don't think that that's how people see it. I think people look at Arsenal over the past 5 years, and I don't think the respect is anywhere near the level that you think it will be.
Online fans have probably tarnished that, but like I said, you are right. I'm an old school man, and Arsenal used to command a lot of respect from all different corners of the football world, not just England. That's dwindled over the years. Online fans, more exposure, banter, agendas, all of this stuff. And I actually respect what Chelsea done. As much as I talk about how you done it, that doesn't mean I don't respect how much you've won over those years. Money coming in doesn't necessarily mean you win what you've managed to win over that time. So if you look at the way the two clubs have been built to today, the modern day, I think it's looked at as Arsenal have built ourselves up more respectfully, respectable, in terms of how we've built the heritage, the history, whereas yours is probably looked at as a bit of a luck, right place, right time with Roman. I just don't think that commands the respect that Arsenal do, especially considering even financially, we've tried, with Wenger especially. Wenger was doing FFP 5 years before FFP was a thing.
There have been various moments that have tarnished Arsenal's reputation, including a lack of major silverware, including a lack of European silverware. Position that next to Chelsea winning 2, Chelsea winning in Baku, Tottenham winning European silverware, West Ham winning European silverware. This is all on Mikel Arteta's watch, by the way.
But how does that tie into respect?
Because silverware breeds respect, and there is a distinct lack of it under Mikel Arteta.
But it's a different type of respect that silverware brings. It's like the respect of a billionaire. He's got money, so you respect him. I mean, that doesn't always work. You've got trophies, so we should respect you.
No, but respect naturally comes from winning silverware. You are the answer to this question,
Yeah, it's
but
just
I don't
percentages.
believe it's anywhere near what you think it is. You're going heavy here, aren't
Respect. It should be. I'm trusting them again, even though they've let me down a couple of times.
you? No, you're letting them down.
No.
You can't keep getting it wrong and blaming the people.
It's them.
You're like Keir Starmer, man.
Bloody hell. I didn't have that on the bingo
Another
card today,
Arsenal
but I'm going to go 80%. 80%.
See what I mean? That's just mental.
Respect.
Okay, I've obviously got this one right, and I reckon there's a Rizzler paper in it. I'm going 56% in favour of Arsenal, and it might even be lower than that.
No way.
We asked the rest of the league, which club do you respect the most? And 60% said Arsenal.
You was closer, but you thought it was going to be less, so.
I thought it was going to be, I thought it could have been less. 60% is that's actually quite a big
Yeah,
win.
I'm still upset with them, but
That's quite a big win though, 60%.
It should be bigger.
Some would say landslide.
We asked the rest of the league, which club would you rather see relegated?
That's you lot. Over to you.
Think about every single support. What are they saying here?
Who's the more entitled fan base?
You.
No way.
You.
How?
You haven't won a title for 23 years and you give it a big and every
What do you
day.
mean? Do you see our history? Do you see our rank? Do you see our trophy cabinet?
You
That's where our entitlement comes
You
from.
haven't won a league for 23 years and you walk about telling us you're like the biggest club
We
in
haven't
London
won
every
the
day.
league for 23 years. Your era is 15 years.
That's not true.
That is true.
I'd say from 1997 things changed at Chelsea, right? That's a long time. There is a generation, and probably the generation that we're talking about, that only know Chelsea as a winning machine. That same generation, they know Arsenal as a team under Wenger that didn't win a trophy for 9 years. They know Arsenal was a team that hasn't won a Premier League title since Arsene Wenger. They know Arsenal was a team whose fan base online in particular are insane.
But they
I
know
don't
Arsenal,
think this is as much of a
but they know
landslide as you
Arsenal
think.
as a team that built authentically, that built naturally, that did it the right way. And you're a football connoisseur.
Chelsea being relegated makes who happy?
Who's more loved here, generally, from the other clubs in the league worldwide? Who is more...
Who's less hated?
There's more
rather than
affection
loved?
towards
Who's
Arsenal.
less hated?
There's more affection towards Arsenal.
Okay,
as much
I think
as
you're
there's
probably
more
right.
hate.
Chelsea, I don't think it's as broad as you think it is, but I will concede that Chelsea, more people would want to see Chelsea relegated.
And I'm going to go 75%.
It's way too high. It's way too high. See, that's part of the delusion, which is why you're so disliked.
Okay,
That's part of
we
it.
will find that
You know
shortly.
when you went at the beginning, even me, and I went, you have your moments. There's an example of it. I don't think it's by a huge amount. I'm going to say by 58%.
58, 75.
We asked the rest of the league, which club would you rather see relegated? And 52% said
It's
Chelsea.
an equaliser.
52%. At least Chelsea won it.
Tight, you see.
It was tight.
Tight. It's Brexit, man.
It was tight.
48. The Domino's has arrived.
Yes,
What's your
guys.
score prediction? How are you feeling about the game?
I'm confident. It's London derby. You know, form goes out the window. I'm going to say 3-1. 3-1 Arsenal.
What do you think? I think it's a horrible fixture for you because our entire strategy will be basically to make sure that you don't win the league.